So this is listen upright. You want somebody to listen. Somebody could not be listening to you. They don't want to hear you out. So let's see where this listen upright energy is coming from. Let's see. Who do you want to listen to you? So King of Cups upright, kindness, wisdom, innovation, diplomatic, trust, forgiveness, nurtures creative endeavors. I feel like this is your approach towards the person, place, or thing that you want to listen. You're taking this King of Cups upright kind of approach. Trying to make a diplomatic approach. Trying to be kind and wise about the situation. Probably even trying to innovate a new solution or something. Let's see. The star in reverse. So despair, lost direction, disloyal, creative block, focusing on the negative, despondent. I feel like this is how they're responding to you, though. This is how they're responding to your King of Cups energy. Like a falling star. You know, they're not trying to take heed, looking at the negative, can't see the direction of the plan. Could also be because they have their own special interests with that disloyalty. Creative blocks, so of course they can't see. Probably see what they can't touch. Six of Cups upright, so innocence, playful, carefree, children, joy, comfort, pleasure, familiarity, sensual delight. This is somebody familiar. This is a familiar energy for you. This is somebody you have a heart for because it's familiar. It may be family, maybe long-term friend, childhood friend, tenured peers or co-workers, business partners. This is some familiar energy for you. Let's see. Justice in reverse. So prejudice, injustice, inequality, legal complications, dishonesty, failure to take responsibility, unfairness. I feel like justice is being I feel like you're rejecting this energy, but I feel like this person that you want to listen to you, this fallen star, they're looking at you with a prejudiced light. They may feel like you're being unfair, making shit complicated. May feel like you're being dishonest because they're disloyal. Okay. I feel like they seem like they're seeing things like you're unfair, but at the same time, they want you to just take responsibility for everything. And it's probably because you stay in this kind of innocent spirit. So they're probably used to just taking accountability for everything. To try to be the bigger person, but you know, they don't have to take responsibility when you do things that way. Eight of Pentacles upright, happy employment, apprenticeship, mastery, crafts and talents, skill, accomplishment, ambition, skill development. I feel like this is your energy too. This is probably why you don't take things to heart. This is probably why you can kind of be rational and want somebody to, mind you, listen is upright. It's the personal card. Want them to hear you out because, how I say, I feel like you want the best for them. You really want the best for them. Like you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're more ambitious for their future than they are for theirs. And it may be because you have your own accomplishments too. So when you have your own accomplishments, how I say it, you personally want to see people you love do just as well. You know, it's only usually when people are in misery that they love company. Usually when people are successful and they achieve things, they want to pull people up with them. Ten of Cups in reverse, unhealthy relationships, broken family, domestic conflict, separation, broken marriage, disputes, hopelessness. This is what this fallen star that you want to listen to you, that you're trying to lend the ear to, or you want them to lend the ear to you. This is what they've been suffering from. This is probably what you're trying to counsel them out of. Okay? You could even want them to really even turn this justice upright and be moral and upright about everything. Have integrity and fairness about themselves, but you know, they're pretty prejudiced and seeing you in a prejudiced lens too. But this is probably why they have a history and a pattern of bad relationships, unhealthy relationships, separation and conflict amongst people because they don't take responsibility. The Hierophant upright. Religious beliefs, conventionality, spiritual wisdom, knowledge, sharing, education, conformity. Mind you, I feel like this is the influence you're probably trying to use. Then this is probably what you want them to listen to, or you know what you're using as a a point of reference to guide them. It's going to make sense to who it needs to make sense to. Religious belief, conventionality, spiritual wisdom, knowledge, sharing, education, conformity. So it could be education. You know, it could also be knowledge sharing. You know, you trying to help pull them up. It could be religious belief, you know, using religious scripture to try to guide them. It could be spirituality, try to bring them peace. You know, I feel like, you know, one of these, or probably many of these, are the methods that you're using to try to guide this fallen star. I think that's what you want them to listen for. Your guidance. 3 of Cups upright. Delight, celebrations, parties, gatherings, social events, friendship. I feel like you're a celebrated person. So this gives me, mind you, you got this King of Cups upright going too. So, you know, you got these achievements, creative endeavors, wisdom, all of that. It's and trust as well. It's because you put your work in and people celebrate you. So you're not the type of person who, you don't look at people with a prejudiced lens. People look at you, probably look at your happiness with prejudice, but they don't understand it's because you're wholesome. You already made whole. You know? So you don't need validation. You got celebrations. You don't need to be validated when you already celebrated. So you come from a good place. You don't come from a place of judgment, even though that's what they're assuming you're doing, but that's not what you're doing. Well, they think you're weighing justice on them. Like, I even feel like, how I say this? I feel like that they think that when you're trying to get them to listen, like you're trying to counsel them or even punish them or, you know, come from a place of punishment. But I don't think you're coming from that place. I really think you're just coming from a place of guidance. You know, they think that you're trying to give them like a coaching, you know, kind of thing. Like a, how I say it? Whip them with words. But I don't think that's what you're trying to do. I think you're trying to steer them to this 8 of Pentacles direction. The Sun in reverse. I feel like this is what this fallen star is experiencing. This is their energy. The Sun in reverse. Sadness, gloom, sorrow, pessimism, failure, inertia, and action delays. Overall, the most important thing overall is negativity. And I feel like that's also what they bring into relationships. The one that they have with you and with others is this negativeness. It's like they can't get past it. I think that's what you're trying to tell them too. You know, it's just if they're going to be willing to hear you out. So, just for confirmation, Page of Wands upright. Imagination, inspiration, exploration, extrovert, fresh ideas, eye-opener, cheerfulness, energetic. I really feel like this is the embodiment of the energy that you're trying to share with them, with your words, trying to get them to listen. You're literally trying to share this imagination and tell them it's more beyond this negativity. It's more beyond this sadness and gloom that they're keeping themselves in. It's more to life when you can be productive and have happiness and have happy things going for you. So it's just a matter if they want to listen. All right.